Okay, this is Tactical Technician from Diagnation, and today we're going to talk about using masks and alarms on the scope to find a intermittent short circuit. Now, I did a video a few months ago that had a multitude of amp clamps, and I had them set up in different places to find a intermittent short in taillight circuit. And this is going to be somewhat similar, but only using one channel and one clamp. It is at a fuse buddy with a headlamp in place of the fuse, as you can see on your schematic. Please take a snapshot of this. It'll help us during the video presentation. And we're going to be hooked to the amp clamp. Will be hooked to the test lamp, the headlamp, or it's actually like a 20 amp light in place of the fuse. The circuit is normal. The taillight switch is on. The parking lights and the taillights and the license plate lights are on. The short is, I will make it very intermittent. Basically, I want to talk about, as you look at your illustration, that's basically a harness layout. Like if you look in service information, and our taillight parking light wire that kind of comes off fuse, the taillight fuse comes out of the underhood relay box, and then it goes in different places. It's the same circuit. It goes to the right front and left front parking lights. It goes to the hazard lights in the instrument in the center central dashboard area, and it goes to the rear of the vehicle, and it branches off to the right rear, the left rear, and the license lights. And it probably goes other places too, but take a look at that. That's basically a wiring loom, and that's where intermittent shorts can happen. So in a situation, if we were presented a situation like this, we're going to set a mask and alarm up. I'll show you that. I'm going to do that kind of in real time. I'm going to probably struggle a bit, and in setting that up. But kind of watch how I set that up. I don't really know the buttonology by rote, by step by step. I just had to kind of find my way there. It's taken me a while to learn how to use this technique on the picoscope, but nonetheless, just keep an eye on the way I set it up and the procedure I use. Basically, we're going to use one channel, and when I get to the scope, it'll be a little easier to understand. But nonetheless, be mindful of these kind of shorts where wiring harnesses rub, where they're not put back during a previous repair, heat, vibration, sharp going around sharp bends, going through pivot points like door hinges, tailgate hinges, things like that. That's where our shorts could possibly be. But in a situation like this, you'd probably want to get maybe one or two more technicians if you can, and have one guy shake the front harness, one guy shake the rear. I do have one with a microphone hooked up to the alarm. You'll see that, you'll hear that actually. It's hooked to the scope. It's basically a microphone that every time we get into the alarm state where our circuit is shorted intermittently, you'll see it, the alarm goes off. Also, okay, I will take you to the scope now. We have an amp clamp hooked up, and we've got current going across the screen. That's just the current flowing through the tail lights and the front parking lights and the center, these dashboard lights. So there we are. Okay, let me get onto this. Okay, no, I gotta get this back. All right. All right, there's our screen looking better. Okay. Well, you can see. Okay, now we're going across the screen now. Okay, that basically is the current that is flowing through the tail lights. I'll just shut the tail light switch off and on, and we'll just see the circuit in its normal state. Okay. That's just, I turned it off for a moment. Okay, that's our current flowing through our tail lights. This would be an intermittent short. As you look at your snapshot, one thing I forgot to mention when I was showing you the schematic, there are 6 spots on the circuit which I would create short circuits. Now that's not very practical. That obviously wouldn't be, the chances of having 6 shorted spots in one circuit is 1 in a billion. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but nonetheless, you know, when you get problems, sometimes you have more than one affliction in a circuit, and you got to deal with it. And more than one drivability issue, it's more common than you think. So, nonetheless, I will create the shorts in 6 different spots just to see the effect if we were in a real life diagnostic situation where we were searching for it. We didn't know where the short was, and we were shaking harnesses, and we shook in a certain spot, and we got the alarm to go off. We know we'd concentrate. We'd rip that harness open with a little cutter and take a look at those white, the wire that's
part of our circuit to see where the insulation is compromised, or there's a bleed over, there's a copper to ground short, something like that. So nonetheless, I will set the I'm going to set the mask up first and then the alarm. So here we go. The mask, I will hit tools, then I'm going to go to mask, and I go to add mask. I will go on A, and I will hit generate, and I'll hit right here generate, and then I'll hit OK. We're going to see, okay, now you see the blue area. That basically is our zone that should the circuit go in that, we're going to trigger an alarm. We also have we have the mask, which is the blue zone, and the alarm, which I'm going to create, and we'll see how it works. I do have a microphone hooked up, so I go to tools, and I will go to alarms, and I will go to right here. Let's see. I'll go to. No, I don't want that. I want right here. This one. I will hit OK, and we'll see what I got. Okay, now let's see if I've set the alarm properly. This is real important. I don't want it to sit and. Okay, all right. So far, I like what I see. You see, we're going across the circuit, and we don't have an alarm off because we haven't got into the blue zone. Okay, I will turn the ignition. I'm sorry, the ignition, the tail light on and off, just to kind of simulate what it would look like if we got into the blue zone. Okay. Okay, you saw that go in there. Okay, you heard the alarm. Let's hope it won't do it this time, because that's been my problem, is trying to learn how to use this thing. So far, so good. Okay, so now we're going to go around, and you can hear each time I hit I will go to this. Look at your schematic, and I'm going to go to the 6 different spots on the car and create a short to ground. And if you were in a diagnostic situation, this microphone, this speaker works really good in the shop. So let me go, and you're going to hear me. I will yell each time I go to a spot on the circuit, and I will create the short, and just watch the scope and listen. Here we go. All right, I'm going to 1. This is spot 1. Okay, that was spot 1. All right, I'm going to spot 5. That's 5. All right. All right, I'm going to the dashboard. Central dashboard where that hazard switch is. That's spot, I believe that's spot 4. I'm sorry, I was spot 3. Spot 3. I will go to the floor harness. That's spot 4. Okay. I'm running around like a busy bee. Okay. And I guess 6 is my last one. This is spot 6. I'm shaking it in the back. Okay, that was spot 6. As long as you get the idea, this is really powerful in a diagnostic realm, where we can actually see intermittents like this, and we can hear them. Gives you more resources, like in a shop environment where things are loud and we got a lot of background noise, impact guns, things like that, which could make it more difficult. Anyway, this is this Mark, tactical technician from Diagnation, using the masks and the alarms. I probably will come back with another video similar to this, involving a fuel injector. Thanks a lot. Signing off.